Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Divine Sedels GMS. Also salutations to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth, and also shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. And I have these four articles. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on, let me undo that. Okay, these right here. Uh, that get on my nerves, right? Got the gigantic heat dome making the whole U.S. may be historic, right? I have the number of AI bots ignoring human instructions. Also have, hold on, it's another one. These ads, man, they're ridiculous with these ads. Australian sky turns apocalyptic, blood red, all right? And these are just the signs of the times, all right? But I'm going to start off with this one right here where it says, Denver asks restaurants to only serve water by request in the mid-drought conditions. All right, so we have all these, no, and it's not for mid-drought conditions, all right? Just so you know. And if it is a drought, it's because the AI, okay? But you go to a restaurant and guess what? You can't even get a goddamn glass of water. You probably get a Pepsi, one of those fountain drinks. All right, but you can't get a damn glass of water. All right, it says after an unseasonably warm winter, the Denver Board of Water Commissioners have announced mandatory watering restrictions ranging from watering gardens to a service in restaurants as Denver looks to reduce water use by 20% in the next year, and that's because of the AI facilities. All right. The city is asking restaurants to serve water only upon request. You see how crazy that sound, man? That's how you know the basic thing you need in this society. You can't get it, or they're trying to take it away from you. The new regulations are something restaurants owner Juan Pedro says he understands, but wishes he had more notice about ahead of time. And when the city and the state are putting restrictions like that on you, they're doing it for a reason, Pedro said. This isn't huge. This isn't a huge change in behavior for us. It's just a problem. First, that is a huge change in behavior. They telling you you can't get any water, right? And what does the scripture say? Hold on. Let's go to the book of Sirach real quick. And this, I'm going to try not to make this a long lesson, you know, but these are the times that we're living in. Absolutely crazy times, all right? What does the scripture say? Hold on. All right, here we go. Right here. Sirach 39 and 26. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water. You see? Another thing, man came from water, right? Our bodies are made of 80 to 85% of water. All right. Man, on the fifth day, all right, man came out of the water. And they telling you can't have water. All right. And you come from the water. When when you're coming into this world, guess what? The woman water breaks. You see? It rains. Right? That's water. They tell you can't collect rainwater. Let's read this over again. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for the good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. You see? and they found a way to monopolize and poison the water, okay, or make it expensive, all right, that you can't afford it, man, all right. Well, that's strange behavior, number one. And guess what? We know it's strange because uh um uh, that thought slipped my mind that quick. No, we know it's strange because guess what? That have probably never happened in freaking history. Okay. Hell, the Lord even destroyed the earth with water. All right, here we go. Right here it says a gigantic heat dome uh baking the whole US may be historic. So they saying a heat wave is coming. All right. Says after smashing March heat records in 14 states. I'm gonna say this too. The heat doesn't even feel the same anymore. It feels fucking strange. Everything feels strange. The cold, the winter. The air smells fucking disgusting. You know, all it's all hell, man. Okay. This just proof. Oh, another thing, right? They got the modified weather, right? So we don't know what that's doing to Earth either. You know, them trying to control the weather. So let's read a little bit of this. We're gonna grab Psalms 83. All right. It says after smashing March heat records in 14 states, the U.S. as a whole, the gigantic heat dome that baked the Southwest is creeping eastward and may end up being one of the most expansive heat waves in American history. Meteorologists and weather historians say it's not going away for a while. Maybe not till the middle of the next week as April starts, says meteorologist Greg Greg Galina of the National Weather Weather Services Weather Prediction Center. Basically, the entire U.S. is going to be hot. Galina said Monday. The area the area of record temperatures is extremely large. That's the thing that's really bizarre. The heat dome, in which high pressure is acting like a pot lid, trapping hot air over a region. Oh yeah, it says and will leave Flagstaff, Arizona, with 11 or 12 straight days of temperatures higher than city's previous March record. A meteorologist Jeff Masters of Yale and Climate Connections. Another thing I've seen a couple weeks ago or whatever. You had people in freaking Arizona complaining because the desert is really supposed to be like dry heat. You know, it's a different kind of heat. It's not what word I'm looking for. It's not supposed to have uh I'll just say moist heat, but it's another humidity, right? Humidity, right? It's not supposed to be humidity heat in Arizona. All right, that's not supposed to be so. So let's go to Psalms real quick. Psalms 83, no 82. It says Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, neither they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. You see, everything is out of course, man. Everything is it's almost like Earth is trying to fight back. Okay, because the things what they done to it. So things are either getting hella cold or hella hot, or it's up and down. One day it'll be real cold, or one day it'll be real hot. You don't know what you're gonna get. All right. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, and changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. And that's why everything is so jacked up. All right, because then what? Breaking the laws, man. All right, them not keeping the land Sabbath. Okay, them not it's another law. The land Sabbath. Wow, come to my head right now. You have the land Sabbath. You have another one. It'll come to my head. But let's move on. It says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. And that's who's that talking about? The so-called white man. All right. He have totally destroyed the earth, man. All right. Any way you can think of. Oh, another thing what he has done, all right, him with the GMO foods, or making the GMO animals, all right, or splicing genes on animals, like the things that he did with the salmon. You don't know what that's doing to nature, you know, within itself. Honestly, we just don't know. You know, everything is thrown off. Or what about the bombs that they test in the ocean? You see? So I mean, you just don't know, man. So let's move on, right? It says the number of AI chatbots ignoring human instructions are increasing. All right, now it tells you in Daniel, it says what knowledge shall increase, right? And guess what? That can be a good and a bad thing, you know, because now you have a situation like iRobot. You know, they show you these things in the movies. You know, and Esau think that he's some fucking prophet. You know, but really it's to his own doom. It's to his own destruction. Okay, I'll read a little bit of this. It says the numbers of AI. I already read that. AI bots that lie and cheat to appear to be growing in number, and that's true. All right, because I done had to correct AI a couple times, or basically go against what they're saying. You know, when you're dealing with AI, and you can catch them up in lies. They'll come back and act like they forgot that, like it forgot that information. You know, or try to slap their little bull crap in there. It says, oh, just like a while ago, anything that was asked about Esau Edom, okay, that they was telling lies about it, or they wasn't giving you the same answers that you asked probably a month ago. It says deceptive scheming surging in the last, and this no look, and this is this system being made in his image, right? Like the scripture speaks about the beast and his image. This is part of his image. Now, what's how did the what does the white man live by? The sword and lies. So this is part of his image, man. You know, all right, being deceptive and scheming, like it says right here. This is part of his image. It says deceptive scheming surging in the last 6 months. Study and the technology has found AI chatbots and agents disregard direction instructions, invaded safeguards, and deceive humans and other AI, according to research funded by UK government. Funded AI Security Institute. The study shared with The Guardian identified nearly 700 real world cases of AI scheming and charted a five-fold rise of misbehavior between October and March, with some AI models destroying emails and other files without permission. Look at that. Tell me that's the devil. See, it's made in what his image. Okay, and his image is to lie, steal, cheat, kill, bomb you, poison you. Okay, let's move on. Right now, we had this situation take place. Australian sky turns apocalyptic blood red. Says videos of images of fiery red sky over Western Australia look like something from an apocalyptic or science fiction movie. Now that instantly remind me of what took place in Egypt. All right. And another thing, all right, when you go into the Hebrew, when you go into how the Lord created the heavens and the earth, the heavens is created is called water too. All right. You go into that word water, all right, when the Lord separated well, let's go into it. Let's go into it. I wasn't gonna go into it. Right? When it speaks about the firmament, that's the word I wanted to say. The firmament, right, which is the heavens, all right. It said, and Yahweh said, let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Okay. So let's go into that. All right, and that's, you got space, right? Then you got what we see here, what they call the sky, right? All that is considered the waters. Okay. Here we go. By Yum Yum. How they say it though? Let's see how they say it.
Strong's H4325. My.
That's totally wrong. He's totally wrong. Right? And it just means, waters, okay? But anyways. It says, here we go. At Shark Bay Caravan Park in Denham, the sky glowed bright red on Friday and drew out curious residents to gaze at the dazzling display, according to a video shared by a park. Incredibly airy outside. Everything is covered in dust, and the park said on Facebook, the color change took place as dust filled the air ahead of a tropical cyclone. See, and that's another. It has something to do with the weather too. The Lord is using this weather to judge, man. But it says with water, snow. Hold on. With water, snow, fulfilling. Hold on. Let's grab that. Fulfilling His word. Let's go to it. Hold on. All right, here we go. It says fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind, fulfilling His word. You see, fulfilling His word. So the Lord used these storms to bring judgment. To it's one in the book of Isaiah too. The Lord used these storms and stuff to jack you people up. It says the soil in Australia, which has a lot of dry environment, is enriched and undergoes weather process of the oxidation, according to the National Environment Satellite Data and Information Service, a division of National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, United States. Is this the type of environment these rocks actually begin to rust? And I'm going to stop right there. Let's grab a couple scriptures. Got written down, right? Esdras 9. 2nd Esdras 9. Where do I want? All right. 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest, or what the Most High, will begin to visit the world, which He made, right? And that's through all these strange events you see that's taking place. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, upwards of people in the world, uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou will understand the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Like as all that is made in the world having a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. You all right? You can clearly see, all right, something is happening in the earth, man. All right, well, what's happening is what this society is about to end. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and and endings and effects and signs, man. And these are all signs that this place is about to go down. Okay? Go to Sirach 36:6. All right, it says, show new signs, make other strange wonders. And that's what the Most High is doing, man. All these glorious works, all these signs, right? It's just, it's just proving that Yahweh Shai is on his way back. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, right? Which is Yahweh Shai, all right? That they may set forth thy wondrous works, okay? Let's go. What's that? 10 and 13. So right, 10, 13. Let's go there. What was it? 13, 10. Right? Sirach 10 and 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abomination. Therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. And that's what you're going to witness in these last days. More strange calamities. All right. Because what was that red sky, that cyclone, that's a strange calamity, you know? So I mean, you don't know what's gonna take place, in these last days, man. So with that, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, double honor to the hells of GMS. Also salutations to the Akim out there that's with this truth, and also shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. Peace.